Hi, this is a commentary on Shi No Numa, Call of Duty Zombies, World at War. This is the third map, and it's the only map, I think, to have, to be in Japan. And this is,
Too bad we ain't keeping
pretty easy map. It's a good map, though. Added a lot of new things in it. First thing you'll notice probably is the guy talking. They've put 4 different characters that you play as, and it's when you play online it's random, but it's kind of based on your internet connection. But there's actually 4 separate characters, and based on like the 4 different major armies in World War II. So you got Dempsey, who's American, and then Nikolai, who's Russian, Takeo, Japanese, and Richthofen, who's German. So, I'm using the Arasaka right now, which is one of the Japanese weapons that came out for this map, because of where this map takes place. Also the Type 100 they added, you'll see that later, and unfortunately not the Type 99, which is too bad, but Type 100 is really cool. And Arasaka, though, it's basically the same as the Kar 98. The only difference is the way it looks and the way it, just the animations of how you reload and the sound effects, everything. I think in terms of gameplay, it's pretty much the same weapon, at least in zombies. Also, the Gewehr's in this room, and I think, yeah, picking that up right now. It's pretty good. It's not amazing, but it's only 600 points. I think my favorite of the 4 characters in this game that you play as would be Nikolai. I think he's the funniest character. I always liked playing as him. But if you're doing single player, you'll always be Dempsey, the American. They changed it in Black Ops, and they made it random. Instead of just host is always Dempsey, and based on how good your connection is to the host, you'll get Nikolai if you have second best connection, and Richthofen if you have the worst connection. It's kind of unfortunate. Oh yeah, if you play split screen, then you'll get Nikolai always if you play second player. That looked like a nuke. I didn't pick it up because it'd be a loss of points. Yeah, because you don't get any points for the zombies that the nuke kills. But I like to get nukes between rounds and in later rounds when I don't really need the points. With this map, they put in random perk spawns, so they have all the same perks in this map that they did in Farouk, but they spawn randomly, so you kind of have to guess at where they're gonna spawn. This makes it a bit harder because you don't know where Juggernaut's gonna be every time, so getting Juggernaut is harder. Sometimes it'll take a while. If you get it on your 4th try, it'll be really later on in the game. Sometimes you'll get like Quick Revive or something first. And another thing is they don't have power for you to turn on like in Farouk. You don't have to turn on the power to access the perks. They just kind of appear. So that makes it easier, I guess. But I'd rather have the perks spawn where I know they're gonna be. Spawn in the same place every time. So I'm gonna go into the second room now. Pretty wide open area. It's big. It's got pathways to all four corners of the map where every perk spawns in each perk spawns in a different corner. Here's the one. I like opening up this area because it's got the Type 100 and I really like that weapon. And here's the perk spawn. See, random, and it appears kind of... I didn't have to turn on power or anything. Luckily I got Juggernaut first, which is cool. When you open a door to one of the four corners, about 4 zombies will spawn, as you saw there. So it's good for points, it's good for killing more zombies. I get the Juggernaut right away here, luckily for me. There's the Type 100, pretty cool weapon. The ammo clip is on the side of the gun, which is interesting. The weapon itself, gameplay, it's really good. It's SMG, so you can run quickly with it. It's automatic, and the reload time is a little bit slow, but it's got a clip size of 30. It's kind of like about as good as the MP40 and the Thompson. Thompson has a smaller clip size, but faster reload. But also the Type 100 has basically no recoil, very little recoil. It goes straight up and not left or right, and it pretty much stays in the same place, so it makes it really easy to get headshots, which would damage zombies a lot, kill them very quickly. Oh, see that? It's crazy. Just kills zombies, like, really fast. And with Speed Cola, it's even better, because the slow reload is no longer a problem when you have Speed Cola. And double tap doesn't really hurt it either, because the added recoil doesn't really matter, because it still has basically no recoil, even with the rapid fire. It's good to go for headshots on zombies. If you have like an automatic weapon or like a rifle or something, anything that's not a shotgun or a sniper, going for headshots will kill zombies a lot faster, and it's not very hard. If you keep trying, you can get used to it pretty quickly. Just shooting every zombie in the head. And this game has aim assist, so if you use that, it's even easier. Here's a new thing for Shi No Numa. This was not in maps before this. Dogs. Hellhounds, the dog zombies that teleport and attack you. Pretty cool. I like to use the trench gun on them, because it usually kills them in one hit. They're very tough. Like they take a lot of hits with like automatic weapons. So this is the only map where I always get the trench gun, because it's so good against the Hellhounds, the zombie dogs. Double barrel, it's pretty good too, but I don't think it's even available off the wall in this map. You have to get it out of the box. So, still I prefer the trench gun, because you can shoot 6 times, and you don't have to reload. And it's not like multiplayer where it only has clip size of 4. It's got 6 shots in zombies and single player. Or campaign, I mean. If I didn't get Juggernaut first, I would probably have opened another door already and tried to get another perk to spawn in, but I already have Juggernaut, so it's not as important. I can just keep getting points. I got the Type 100 and Juggernaut. That's really all you need for the first 10 or so rounds. It's good to get Speed Cola too, kind of early on, because it helps a lot. It's not absolutely necessary. Mystery box, I will use that later. They do have a really good weapon that's new to this map, which is the Wonder Waffle, whatever you want to call it. It's it's the first really overpowered wonder weapon that they put in this game. First wonder weapon being the ray gun, but Wonder Waffle's even better. It's almost thunder gun good. It's crazy. But you'll see that later. I'm just talking about it now because I got nothing else to talk about. I'm just waiting until the next round starts to get the double points. Because that way I get to kill more zombies with the double points still going. More points that way. I like to do the same thing with insta-kills. That staircase behind me, where I've been camping for the last little while, that's one of the ways that you can get from the spawn room to this area. And I prefer to keep it closed because of the strategy that I was just doing, where you kind of hang out in there. That way the zombies only come from one direction at you, and it's a pretty easy strategy. You can do it like in other areas too, like behind the I think it's called the comm room or storage. Yeah, storage where you get the Type 100. If you keep that door closed, you can actually get the zombies to only come from one way at you. And I got the MP40 because I ran out of ammo. Every corner of the map where the perks spawn, they all have their weapon beside it. So, Type 100 would come from the storage. I think the storage room is probably the worst place to hang out in mid-round because of the way it's set up. It's very narrow and there's not much room to run around zombies and dodge them. So it's easy to get stuck in there and killed. So I like going in there early on, in early rounds, because it's got a good weapon, it's got the Type 100. But later on, it's hard to go there mid-round and survive. You can see, like here, Doctor's Quarters, it's a huge wide open area. A lot of Shi No Numa is very wide open, where you can dodge zombies easily. And try to stay out of the swamp water a bit, because that will slow you down. But it usually won't. It shouldn't kill you if you're careful enough. You can avoid the water and jump like crazy if you're caught in the water for a long time.
You didn't die, motherfuckers!
And again, behind me on the other side, there's the door to the... I think that's the comm room, yeah. That's where I had to open it there because they were getting too close. This room, this area, is a big circle, so it's perfect for, like, that strategy for running circles. Just one big circle you can run and get all the zombies behind you. It's super easy, especially if you have the Wonder Waffle. It's really hard to die when you have Wonder Waffle and you're running around in the comm room. So that's nice. And there's a music Easter egg, and I forgot to show it off, like in the gameplay. I don't think I actually looked at the phone, but there's inside the comm room, in the little shed, there's a phone that you can ring by holding down the reload button close to it. I think if you ring it a few times, you get a music, or get a song to play. So, it's entertaining. I don't like the song as much as I like the Varuk song, the Easter egg from that map. But it's an okay song, I guess. It's fine. every song in this game in World at War is by the same artist, and it's same kind of style of music, but I like it personally. I think they're cool songs. This map would be my least favorite, but I really like the Varuk one, and the race one is pretty cool. Nox Tone doesn't have a music Easter egg. I think it might have one in the Black Ops version, but I don't really remember. So there's Speed Cola, that's what I wanted. Double tap is good enough, it's worth getting later. But Quick Revive? No, it's completely useless in single player. I get it in multiplayer, but not in single player because it does nothing. It's not like Black Ops where it actually revives. You revive yourself with it. In this game, it just does nothing. But you're still able to buy it for 1,500 points. So remember not to buy it. Unless you really want to have 4 perks. Just because. Or for the achievement trophy that you get. You get one for getting all 4 perks, so maybe if you want the trophy achievement, you can just get all 4 perks. But generally, Quick Revive is useless in single player. The good thing about dog rounds is that they always give you a max ammo at the end. So if you can make it through a dog round, all your ammo will be restored, which is great. And the dog rounds they happen every 5 rounds. I think every 4 or 5 rounds. Pretty sure it's every 5 rounds. So there will always be a max ammo once in a while. So if you know a dog round is coming, it's good to remember to keep your weapons if you have a weapon that you really like, and get the ammo for it. And that's, that makes the Wonder Waffle even more crazy good, is that you'll never run out of ammo with it if you use it well enough, because you'll just get a max ammo from dog rounds. Pretty crazy. I don't know what I'm doing here. That was kind of risky. Whatever, though. I managed to not die. Yeah, I guess it's about time to use the mystery box. Wonder Waffle will be the next step. I got all the perks I want. A good SMG and a shotgun for dog rounds. So, once you have the Wonder Waffle and Juggernaut, and something for dog rounds, the ray gun also is really good against Hellhounds. Or any kind of shotgun, or maybe even like a PTRS might be pretty good against the Hellhounds, because of how powerful it is. But the ending strategy that most people do is running circles with Wonder Waffle. And it can kill up to 10 zombies in a single shot. So if you can get all the zombies together, then you can save ammo that way by killing as many zombies as you can with each shot. And then you won't have to ever lose the weapon because you'll get max ammos by the dog rounds. Pretty easy. And if the zombies trap you and you're about to die, it is possible to just shoot the ground or just shoot anywhere with it. The Wonder Waffle, hopefully you'll hit the zombies and you can escape any situation with it if you're lucky enough, or if you have good aim. And if you're playing multiplayer, the Wonder Waffle isn't as overpowered because only one person can have it. Once one person gets Wonder Waffle, every other player on the map can't get it anymore. So you can't have 4 guys with Wonder Waffles, unfortunately. So I think the next best thing would be Ray Gun for how powerful it is and how many zombies you can kill so quickly with it. It's got splash damage, so if you get the zombies in a circle, then you can kill them really quickly with it.
This is one badass machine, just like me.
And circle strategy works pretty much forever. Like any other strategy, it's really hard to do it past a certain round because zombies keep getting stronger. But if you're circling,
Shit, that was badass.
you can use a weapon like ray gun and go through the rounds really quickly. Single player, then you can just use the wonder waffle every time.
Hell yeah.
And usually
Day to die, freaks.
you can end the round with 3 shots. You'll never get more than 24 zombies every round. That's how many zombies can spawn at once on the map. And there's no reserve spawns, like the cap is 24. And it's the same with Nocturne Tone and Farouk. Every zombie map up until Derice, which is the 4th map in World at War, where they changed it and they made it so more zombies will keep coming. And the number of zombies each round increases instead of maxing out at 24 and then the rounds going by really quickly. So that's it for this
That's right.
commentary gameplay. See you next time.